tell him.
You're the guy who's handing the baton off. You know what I mean? You sort of outline those terms.
I mean, look, this is. I got a question earlier about whose team this is, and I don't get into the, well, we share. No, it's my team, right? But I want to make sure that Dwight, when I retire, this is going to be his, and I want to teach him everything I possibly know, so that when I step away, this organization can ride on as if I never left.
The 2012-2013 NBA season for the Lakers was, well, let's just say it didn't go as planned. After bringing in Dwight Howard to join forces with Kobe Bryant, the Lakers hoped to make a deep playoff run and contend for a title. But as we all know, things didn't work out that way. Now, much of the blame for Dwight's departure has been chalked up to his and Kobe's clashing personalities, but there seems to be a little bit more to the story. Kobe, as we all know, was laser focused on winning championships. Meanwhile, Dwight was seen as not having the same killer mentality that Kobe did, and that's where the friction really started. At that time, Dwight was coming off his peak years with the Orlando Magic. He was Defensive Player of the Year and an NBA All-Star. He was looking for a new team that would be his, a franchise where he could be a star, especially as Kobe's career was winding down. But here's the interesting part. According to Phil Jackson, it wasn't just a difference in mentality that drove Howard away. It was a single conversation that might have sealed the deal. In Jackson's book called 11 Rings, he explains what happened during a postseason meeting with Dwight Howard and the Lakers front office. Kobe gave a moving speech, telling Dwight that he could teach him the secrets of winning multiple championships. Pretty inspiring, right? If things had ended there, Jackson believes Dwight might have stayed in LA. But the meeting didn't end there. After his speech, Dwight asked Kobe a critical question. What are you going to do after your Achilles injury? Dwight wanted to know if Kobe was planning to retire soon, which would have opened the door for him to take over as the face of the Lakers. But Kobe's response? No, I'm planning to be around for 3 or 4 more years. And that was it. According to Jackson, when Kobe said he wasn't leaving anytime soon, Dwight's eyes went blank. In that moment, he mentally checked out. A few days later, Howard announced that he was signing with the Houston Rockets. It wasn't just about the injury or the Lakers' struggles. It was the fact that Dwight wanted his own team, his own path to success, and Kobe, as we all know, wasn't going anywhere. For Dwight, moving to Houston was about finding that fresh start and being the centerpiece of a team. But things didn't quite pan out as he'd hoped. After some solid seasons with the Rockets, he found himself bouncing around the league, playing for several different teams over the next few years. But here's where it all gets interesting. After all that drama, Dwight actually found his way back to the Lakers. That decision paid off big time. Dwight won his first ever NBA championship with the Lakers, beating the Miami Heat in the Orlando bubble. And perhaps the sweetest part of it all, he dedicated that championship to Kobe Bryant, putting aside their past differences and honoring the Lakers legend. It's amazing how things can come full circle. A single conversation between Kobe and Dwight might have been the reason Howard left the Lakers back in 2013. But years later, Dwight came back, embraced a new role, and finally won the title he had been chasing for so long. At the end of the day, Kobe and Dwight were two very different players with two very different mentalities. But both of them had one thing in common, and that was the desire to win. And in the end, they both played a role in bringing another championship to the Lakers franchise. So what do you guys think? Was Kobe's speech really the reason Dwight left the Lakers? And how do you feel about Dwight coming back to win a title in 2020? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more upcoming videos and NBA content. My name is Damian Peters. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.